E. Davis out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And of course, we're broadcasting live on the beautiful downtown Lagos, Nigeria, and streaming from the home of 2013 in Roslyn, Pennsylvania, United States of America. Let's make sure our lines are clear.
Unmute.
E. Davis, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hey, it's I am your girl E, and it is October the 14th, and we are cruising into 2025. We're about to bring it to an end. I am excited because we have a member of the block party. I'm very biased of this gentleman. He made Writer's Block Publishing LLC national. His name is author Didymus. He'll be coming in soon. We're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff, from his writing to the street life to the conglomerate to his books. We are going to be having a great conversation. I'm very, very excited. I'm going to ask him, he said he is holding on. I'm going to ask our brother O, Dr. O, my big brother from another mother, to let him in. So then that way he can come in and talk to us about anything and everything. A conversation from the pages to the streets. Author Didymus. Are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing tonight?
Your voice is, I love, you got the smooth. I love it.
Man, it's just so good. Every time I talk to you, I just can't help but laugh. I don't smile, I have to laugh because your energy is so bright. It's like you probably can't nobody be able to not have fun. You can't just sit serious, can you?
I can be serious. I can.
You just seem so, and I like people like that because, in my opinion, we need that. We need that on this planet. You know, the energy is so much dark and dirty energy that those people who can make us laugh, we need that.
Listen, I appreciate it because it is genuine. You know how much love I got for you. You've been writing with the block since what was it, 2020, 2021?
21, I think.
Oh man, you found me on Facebook. You wanted your book published, and I was like, let's get it. And we're gonna talk about it, bro. But I'm actually live on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, go ahead and go to my page. Okay. So go to my page. We are actually live on the air from Lagos, Nigeria. So I'll do the disclaimer in a moment. You was on it. You gave me your questions. I was like, oh, who's the reporter, me or him? But you gave me a question. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad, bro. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk. I want you to be comfortable because you're amongst family. I want you to be comfortable. I've been with this podcast for maybe 3 years now. I took some time away and I'm back as a Phoenix Lounge, and we're going to be talking about everything that we want to talk about as far as your writing, your motivation in your writing, because you have an extraordinary story, and I'm very, very proud of you. Proud to call you my friend, my brother from another mother. Are you ready?
I appreciate that. I'm totally ready. I appreciate that, Al.
All right, so let's talk about, let's see, what is your overall, let's talk about the stories. The first one, and as mentioned, I'm going to put it on, again, I'm on Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook, is I'm under Ebony Dawn Starks, but my alias is E. Davis. We're going to talk about the street conglomerate. All right, I'm going to read the synopsis of this book. This book is making big time. It said the story can't be explained without understanding the meaning of the word conglomerate. According to Google, the definition of the word conglomerate is a number of different things or parts that are put or grouped together to form a whole but remain distinct entities. In regards to this story, a better way to put that would be a conglomerate is a multi industry company, i.e., a combination of multi business entities operating in entirely different industries under one corporate group, usually involving a parent company and many subsidiaries. Conglomerate are often large and multinational. Ice and Snake, the Bankston twins, are consistent or assisted by the other six Bankston brothers, a powerful prostitution ring, the Bloods and the Crips, and the Disciples, to create a conglomerate that becomes as strong as the mafia has ever been. The street conglomerate engulfs the streets, goes corporate, creates a corporate conglomerate, and rules the world on both sides of the track. This was your debut novel, right? It is raw,
Right.
it is gritty, it is dirty, it's in your face. Let's talk about this book, The Street Conglomerate. First of all, what was the motivation behind this book?
The motivation behind that book was actually, in that lifestyle, if you pay attention to these things, everybody don't even care about these types of things.
Right.
But if you pay attention to the things in that lifestyle that's good per se, is just say for as the profits and the hustles that people do. There are good days when your pockets feel good and you can, get a small amount of relax. But with that being said, if you look at how those incomes and those money come from so many different ways, because everybody don't see the hustle the same way. A drug dealer don't feel the same about hustling as a carjacker. And there are, there's so many things to do to make a living in that world that that they actually all work as a conglomerate.
Right.
Because the carjacker, the dude
right? You're already telling this is a story, and you're already setting the tone as an author to let the reader know that each side will be heard, from the male to the female. So you came into the creative realm and you said the men's side is going to be heard and the women's side is going to be heard. The gentlemen's and the ladies, and everybody's going to be heard. You're going to hear how we're coming from this side. You'll hear it coming from that side. And that's what I love about your writing.
And you know why I do that?
Tell me why.
Because I do that because I see my story as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I see when I'm doing that, I'm actually narrating in my own way, but I want the people involved to tell the story. I want my readers to imagine, even though they at the bottom of this entire thing, they know they're reading a fictional story, but until they get to the bottom, I want them to see it as real.
All right, see it as real.
I say things that'll make them feel like whoever telling this story know he's talking to a person, know she's talking to a person. And I want to talk to the reader as though, you know, I'm talking to you. I'm actually telling you a story. And I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you.
I'll address the reader as he and she. And I you know, it's certain things that a man feel, you know, can relate to better hearing it from a man. And same way with women. So with that being said, I'm telling the story from both genders. I want them to hear a woman tell a story that a man told. And vice versa. I want them to hear a man tell a story that a woman told.
Okay, so let's
I want both things.
So let's talk about this is what I want to get onto. What was the motivation for this? The streak. Okay, so we talk about the motivation, but you as a writer, you as a person, let's talk about who you are, where you're from, and what triggered your interest in writing. So let's go what I called, you know, when I do my Tuesday tips as E. Davis on the writer's block side, is about it's character development. So you're the character. Tell us who author Didymus is.
Okay, I think I've always had an interest in writing, the physical act. The physical act. You know, it wasn't about what I was writing. It's this from young childhood, single digits, maybe 8, 9, maybe young. And I'm gonna tell you this story right quick. When we were younger, you know, we used to go to the neighborhood candy store, candy lady, and probably 10, 12 of my relative cousins and, you know, brothers and sisters. And everybody would get candy and cookies. And I would get notebook paper and pencils. And when we get back home, I'm asking for a piece of their candy, and they always be so angry with me because they'd be like, why didn't you get whatever you want? You know? And I didn't think, you know, of course I didn't know then, but now when I think about what drew me to this, I think back to how long I've been drawn to it and didn't know, you know, and as a guy, as you know, coming up in the street life, I've always had a real nice handwriting. I can't even explain it. You know, I've always been told, man, you know, especially about women, you got a nice handwriting for
wanted to focus on what's her name? Maya Angelou. And one of the ways that she discusses her when she writes her memoirs is she's the gift in her writing is she's talking to someone. She's talking to a friend, a family member. So when you read it, you feel like you're just having a casual conversation, and she shares with you her story and her story and her experiences. And that's what I get from you. It's like, okay, the readers, like, so when we read what I read so far is like, the author said, hey, you know what, you're gonna hear both sides. You're gonna hear from the Jules, you're gonna hear from me. You're gonna hear from the men, you're gonna hear from the ladies. Because the ladies can feel one way and the men can feel another. So no side is dismissed or no side is unheard. Right. And I like that. I like that.
To add to that, the op actually get to narrate. So it's not just those who are like-minded to my vision. In these stories, that was op.
Right.
And they get to tell the exact same story.
I like that.
So, and not just the op. In this lifestyle, we ain't kind of police sun up to sundown almost. And some of them be crooked, some of them be good. They even get to tell the story. And this is all one story from all these people, from all these different walks of life. But they just living the same life. They all encounter each other just in this life. In the street. And that is, and I also, we probably was going to get to this, but this is a big point to me. I want people to see the potential that people who live this life and take these skills for granted, what their potentials are in society. And I want people who live this life to see these guys live this life and hear a story from their point of view. And understand that the people that tell these stories is the guy standing next to you. The women that talking in these stories is the woman that you talking to your homie about that y'all had in the club last night. That's the woman telling the story.
Right.
And maybe they treated her in a way that maybe in this book something will be said different to make them have a little more respect for her. There's a lot can be accomplished from you. And one thing for sure is somebody gonna hear how the other person feel. And whether you like how they feel or not, it's a matter of respecting how they feel. That's how you get past how they feel. I can share the same room with somebody who I already know dislike me. I can make arrangements to be there. But, for those that you can't make arrangements for, the shock is too big for you to, it's the shock. If I'm in a restaurant and I hear somebody of a different race say something that I wasn't expecting to come, it'll affect me different than standing on the corner when I know I'm standing next to this person of a different race, them saying something like that.
What?
Because for the most part,
no, go ahead. I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
And see, for the most part in this lifestyle, something that resembles the truth has to be on display at all times. That's what keeping it real means. If you get to not keep it real sometimes, that means you can put the phony or the lies on front. But that's not to say that doesn't happen. That's to say that for the most part, this is what's asked of you. So it's probably way less than it is more. But nowadays, You know, it's easy. So for the most part, what's really asked of all of us in each walk of this life is to just be truthful.
Be truthful.
You know, if you and those are actually the people who are winning that age. You know, they truthful about not being nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the you know, let's be I'm gonna go too far. I might hear this again down the line. I plan to get me a contract with Stars and right against 50 Cent's Power.
Uh-oh.
So I better call.
No, but you know what? You're absolutely right. Do you remember we're the same generation. And our producer, he's a musical prodigy. I mean, he'll know who I'm talking about. Brother O. She was a rapper. Her name was Boss, and she was rapping about gang life, but she was from the suburbs.
Come on now. Of course, and she didn't grow up in Detroit.
Yeah, that was it.
In a little town called. She grew up in a little town outside Southfield, Michigan. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she talked about the gang. She talked about bona fide thug life, and she was from the burbs. And when she got caught on it, she disappeared.
Wait a minute. Hey, Didymus, watch this. It's Dr. O, right? First of all, boys of music. So was the boys from Lawrenceville, Georgia. They grew up in ghetto Atlanta, and they became legends. They were nerds. The name of the group was called Migos. Bye.
Oh, are you? Oh, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Don't hold this. He's a mic dropper. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's Dr. O. It's true. Yeah, they're from Lawrenceville, Georgia. You know that. You know the South. Anything I said is real. Like, there's a lot of people, that grew up, not really from, the football slab that made, progress in this rap game. You look, I'll give you one good example. And I know that Bakatuma will come on and say this. All right, one of the greatest rappers of all time. And I'm not going to turn this into me. It's supposed to be about you, but I'm going to come on that since she brought me on. I'm going to tell the truth.
Okay.
A brother by the name of, Rakim Allah. Everybody knows Rakim. Everybody Rakim. Rakim is from a little small town in Long Island. So is EP&D. Okay, so is Bismarck. The great Bismarcky. So, but they travel in the city. Not that they didn't know anything about the city. That's why you heard Rakim say, I'm strong enough to break New York from Long Island.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. He did.
Okay, no, that part is different because he was acknowledging.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, because he threw me off with the Migos. He took me.
Yeah. That might be shock therapy. I might need shock therapy. But that's because he's on one. I just saw a clip on him. What, the day or yesterday, and he talking kind of tough to my man D. So I'm like, man, I want to, Now I tell you what, I heard a song by Chris Brown rapping, and he was dissing Offset.
Yeah, he can't because Offset came for him. I heard that. Yes.
And the song is The Truth. I'm like,
wait a minute. I'm gonna go there real quick. Okay, we know about our Disney fellow. Our Disney fellow brought up a white mom and became one of the greatest rappers. People call Drake.
Yeah, you're right.
He ain't from the hood either.
Yeah, Drake got his face smashed with Kendrick, and they not like us. And I'm gonna leave it right there.
And that's what happened.
He's still trying to recover.
That's what happened. Kendrick comes from that life that Drake has been using. And Kendrick came back for his life. And it had to go that way. It had to go that way. Had Kendrick not even been a good rapper, it would have went the same way it went. Because somebody from that life has more claim to it than you.
I'm cracking up.
That's what would have.
I'm just
Because that's just how that had to be.
Kendrick ruined his career. We can talk about the aftermath. I mean,
and so that's why you have to. That's why you have to. That's how come I try to tell people and teach people. I'm not. Don't get this to say if I get big, when I get big, I don't want nobody to think that I'm the street guru and
right,
all this kind of stuff.
Right.
But it's just so true that we are.
I got one. I got. Mike.
Oh yeah, I mean that's Pittsburgh. So Arthur Didymus, he's from Alabama. So you know what I mean? Like I live in Monroeville in the suburbs of Pittsburgh, but I was born and raised in East Hills. It's a little ghetto, little section in Pittsburgh. It's nothing but subsidized housing and projects.
With all due respect, I kind of got that from you. That you've seen something of this life before, because but just in actuality, keeping it 100. Before you told me that you was saved, I didn't know. I wouldn't have thought it.
You didn't know I was a Christian?
I don't. No, I'm not until you said it.
Oh, that says a lot about my witness.
Didymus is late for y'all. She from Mount Lebanon. I'm just kidding.
I could tell. First of all, I was wondering that I didn't wonder, but I didn't think about it, because anybody who is willing to be involved with this product that I produce, I wouldn't have thought that. Cause I got a niece, and I got several relatives that are saved Christians, and you can see they light, but they will, I believe they love and want to see me succeed, but they won't purchase this product. They won't get involved.
Oh, okay. I understand why. I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the thing is,
like it on Facebook or nothing.
Well, the thing is, for me as a Christian, I definitely represent my faith. I'm a born again Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I mean, I could be I could have created a Christian based publishing company. I could have made it solely about Christian fiction, Christian material. I just chose not to. And it wasn't because I was compromising my faith, compromising my Christianity. It was because again, we talked about it before in our author chat, that the purpose for writer's block is to give every writer or author a platform and a voice to tell their story, whether it's a fiction story or their memoir, poetry, or nonfiction. You talk. Go ahead.
Had I not met you, I may not still be writing.
I believe you would have. I mean, you say that. You say that. This is what I say. You say that. You and I call you my friend. You and I are friends. I'll call you my brother. We're family. I believe that you may have gotten discouraged trying to find a publishing platform. Because you found me on Facebook. Right. And that's okay. That's normal, because Writer's Block, we publish for free. So we met on Facebook. We didn't meet from any other network. You reached out. I don't even remember. I just remember you sent me a message, and you said, I got a book that I want to be published, and we went from there. You and another author, his name is R.L. Thompson. R.L. Thompson is a friend of mine, and his wife his wife is a friend of mine. I met him before you, and he writes the same type of genre, urban fiction. And when I met him physically, he seemed extremely nervous when we sat. And I don't know if it was just nervous about him meeting a publisher or what, but he said, I've served time in prison. And I said, okay, like, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? But he was already judging himself based off of what my perception would be. But his story, and that's okay. He's allowed to feel that way. But his story is a type of memoir where he was at that time frame and where he is now. So he was telling his story, where his mindset was, his his urban fantasy, like, and I said, like, I'll still publish you. That's not a problem. I here's the thing. I still choose who I publish, who I will not publish, based off of the content, based off of the person, because you're independent author, which makes you an independent contractor. So your responsibility is also to promote yourself. We will promote you for free. We have a promo packet, of course, but it's still your job to put the work out there as well. But I wasn't afraid of, or discouraged, or dismayed of a type of lifestyle that he had once lived, as well as you. And I didn't, and I don't want my light as a Christian to be so dim where it's right. My integrity and my Christianity is challenged or questioned. I make it very clear who I am. I am a Christian. I'm actually an evangelist. I do want to help people get their voice out, because this is no longer your lifestyle, right? But you're choosing to tell a story about the lifestyle, and what you want to do is you want to choose the pros and the cons and have a redeeming value. And this leads me to my question. Explain the connection between the street life and corporate life.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you do that, wait a minute, brother. Before you do that, we got a caller in queue. Caller, thank you so much for calling. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I am Zachary. I'm calling from Charleston, South Carolina, and I call from Black Canvas.
All right.
How are y'all doing today?
We're doing good. Thank you so much for calling.
I just want to say this conversation has been amazing. This conversation is what I need. I've been sick for a couple of weeks. In the midst of that, I'm also writing my second poetry book.
Thank you so much, Zachary.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right.
Oh wow, that was sweet. So wait a minute before you get into it.
We do this.
Say it again.
I said that's the reason I do this.
The reason. So let's talk about the street life and corporate life.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. The connection. The connection between those two is the bottom line. It's the bottom line for both sides is money. Now, the connection is the structure of it. You got an owner, CEO, CFO, COOs, and all that's the structure. Now, on the other side, you got your OG, you got your baby G, you got your. The reason I'm pausing and stuttering is because I'm trying to be respectful of all three gangs. I want to make sure I say what all three gangs.
Okay. So, what can be done to bridge the gap between the corporate and the street? Author Didymus, are you there? I think I lost him. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. So what we were talking about is his book, The Street Conglomerates, right? Published with Writers Block Publishing LLC. If you're following me on Facebook, go under Ebony Dawn Starks. That is the government name. And I am actually live right now. I'm showing the copy of his book, The Street Conglomerate by author Didymus. His book is called the first book, the debut novel is called The Street Conglomerate. And we're talking about the conglomerate, the corporation of the street life and how they made the street life a business, right? This is a really, really, really great book because it gives you two versions, the male version and the female counterpart, which when I got to edit this book, I was like, yeah. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna go over a reading. 6 days after Shorty and Kane executed the transaction of those 600 kilos with Julio and the disciples, Sapphire and Kane spent the afternoon in Sapphire's. Oh, Sapphire. Okay. All right. Sapphire hooks up with Emerald for some clubbing in Tybee Island. Shanti Fats tricks blasted from the speakers throughout the living room. They already killed a bottle of Bollinger champagne and finished up their second blunt of Colorado Sting cheese. My girl Sapphire is down on off. Oh, we ain't gonna read that part. Okay. Let's go to the next page. Kane took on all right, let me see. Ooh, he is clowning. He's clowning. All right. This book is raw, but it's good. Okay. Not to all the, shenanigans, but it deals with the corporation, right? We're going to talk more. His second book, which was published, it's called Bossed Up, right? This is why I like it. My sister from another mister agreed to be on the cover. Her name is Nicole Thomas. She's a hairdresser in the Pittsburgh area, in the Pitcairn section of Pittsburgh. Look at that beautiful cover. Again, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see it. She went platinum blonde for a season. She is the epitome of beautiful. And she took a picture, right? And I saw it on Facebook. I was like, okay, girl. And I liked the picture. And when Author Didymus sent me his second book, which is called Bossed Up, I knew exactly who could be on the cover. My sister from another Mr. Nikki. Are you right there? Where were you at? Were you on mute? You.
No, I was talking.
You was on mute, brother. You was on somewhere. I didn't have. Okay, let's start over. Let's start over. I am cracking up. Okay. You must hit the mute button. I asked you where you was. There was a dead air. I'll do dead air. Okay. All right, let's start over. Let's bridge the gap between corporate and the street. Go ahead.
Okay. The connection is first and foremost, the connection is the bottom line.
Right.
They both thrive on money, and the trickery, the tricky connection is the structure.
Right.
You got owner of the company is the same as an
you, we were talking about Bossed Up. I bossed up between the two books published, maybe because my sister's on the cover, my sister from another mister, my girl. We are talking about Bossed Up. Again, if you're following me on Facebook, I'm under Ebony Dawn Starks, all the government, and you will see this beautiful cover that author Didymus trusted me to do, because I said, trust me on this cover. You said you got it. I reached out to my sister. Let me tell you what with my sister. I said, sis, you want to be on the cover of a book? She was like, yeah. Wasn't no hesitation. She didn't even blink. I said, all right, this book is raw, ratchet, nasty, gangster love. She said, put me on the cover. And I said, all right. And when I showed you a picture, you was for it. What you say?
She got a boss look about her.
She's, first of all, she is a boss. She is a boss. She is an owner of Sophisticated Hair Designs by Nikki. It's a hair salon. It's a stylist. And look at her. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Yeah. And she was in her platinum season, which was a beautiful, which, I mean, she could wear any style, but this platinum really exude her. And when I showed you the picture, you was for it. You was for it. What you say, bruh? Yeah, she. Yeah, she's bossed up. Whenever I look at this cover, I'm just so proud of the both of you. Because she has a story herself. I'm ready for her to write her book. I'm ready for her to write her book. Let's talk about, this is about a woman empowerment. We're talking about women now, the women empowerment. Can you explain the power and significance of the women in the relationships of your stories?
You know, it ain't hard to describe. I mean, they power. It don't take much. All you gotta do is say, what kind of strength you think it take to deal with somebody in this lifestyle, man? That ain't saying that they got some kind of something holding them up, man. You talking about a man who first of all already just from the gate think what you got to say. Each
you so much for calling. Tell us your name. Where are you calling from?
Hey, peace. My travel name is Hooney Bakatu.
Hooney
My penny
Bakatu.
stage name is Master.
Hey!
Honors to you, E. Davis. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'm really, really enjoying tonight's show along with your special honored guest. Do you mind if I add on to the build right quick?
Come on.
I don't. To be honest.
Okay, now I want to go back to what you were saying about, fiction. As a person that was born and raised religiously, I'm talking about strict religiously, a person that had to study the Sahufin as well as the 6 other scriptures, right? And even though I have a master's as well as a doctorate when it comes to religious theology, right? I'm saying it this way for a reason. A lot of people underestimate the power of a fictitious story. Okay? When we look at the so-called scriptures, we are programmed to say this is a fact beyond any shadow of a doubt. Whether it is or whether it's not, that's not the argument. The argument comes in is that it's the wrong misinformation that people have when it comes to a fictitious story, because the truth of the matter is you can learn from anything, especially a fictitious story, because a fictitious story isn't as limited as a religious story is. Okay?
That's a good view.
And so I definitely want to put that on record, man, because trust me, when it comes to breaking down the scriptures, I was born and raised to do what I do, and I'm not saying this to brag. I mean, anyone who knows me for well over 40 years, you get what I'm saying, and I did that. I spent 40 years to try to reach my intended listening audience religiously. But here's something when it comes to our people, primarily the people I was sent to, the so-called original people, the black and the brown, will be so argumentative when it comes to, religious persuasions. And I'm just going to leave that like that. Okay?
Wait a minute, Hooney. Before you go anywhere, right? I got to go to E. Davis. I got to go to Didymus, right?
All right.
So what would happen if one day I come on here, right? Come on and see, on AI, Hooney Bakatoon talk like this, Ebony. I just want to tell you, I'm the magic man, and I want to make America great again. I support Donald Trump, and I have to do what would happen if you had that type of AI.
Hey, David, get him. Please get him, please.
I'm sitting back and I'm listening.
First of all, those of you who know and love me, y'all know that that's got to be a clone or somebody throwing their voice like a ventriloquist. Because anyone who knows me, especially being with this great company for going on 8 years, right? I'm working on working on my 9th year, actually. Anyone knows me, I go hard when it comes to the defense and the divine truth of our sustainer. So that's what I would defend, to the end with the best of them. But I want us to get to the point where we don't have to argue. It got to get to the point where we're actually living what it is that we claim to have faith or believe in.
Exactly.
But wait a minute, I want to come on and say that but wait a minute, this is the magic man. I want to come on and tell you, I support, all races at this time. I think that the black people have lost their praise, and I'm never going to do a show again.
So you try to get me, you really try to get me in trouble with my sustainer.
I ain't dealing with this. Not tonight.
I was sent here 40 years ago on June 13th, 1985 to give us the information so we'll be able to stand up and do something for ourselves and get this fear up out of us. It's time for us to have faith in ourselves and each other again. And I'm looking forward to your book. I need an autograph copy, sir. My name is Magic. That's MAJIKMAN Heru. It sounds like magic phonetically, but it's a J instead of a G and a K instead of a C, sir.
Okay? Author Didymus, I'll connect you two together. I'll connect you two together, and that way y'all can make your you can make a connection.
This is Huni AI. This is Huni AI. And I don't ever want to see none of your books. I don't even like Didymus. I don't even like them. Oh my goodness.
He got some issues.
Anyway, my sister God, she know how her brother feel about her, and
Yes.
I'm looking forward
Yes.
to learning more about you as well, special honor guest. Okay.
Yes.
Love you all the same 4 times. It's great, though.
I sure appreciate you guys.
All right, we got another caller in the queue. Let me move forward. Another caller in the queue. Caller, thank you so much for calling. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Ava Holly AI. How are you?
He's such a...
Oh my gosh. If we were all AI, I don't think we would survive each other.
I know.
I mean,
Ava.
oh my God.
Ava.
Hey, Davis, God bless you, because when them old guys are all talking all over each other, you just sit back and listen.
That's all I
God
can
bless
do.
you. I just wanted to call and support your show.
Thank you.
We were at my 95-year-old mother-in-law's place up until about 20 minutes ago. So I've been on for about 20 minutes, and I just want to say hello to your honored guest. I didn't hear a lot of the show, yet I know what it takes to be an author, because I'm an author myself.
All right.
Davis is an author, and we have many of our hosts that are authors. So I know what that takes, regardless of your topic. That is your calling card. When you meet somebody, when you go to a mixer, when you go to a networking event, when you have a book, it just raises your level, of awareness.
It does.
So God bless you. E, I just wanted to call and support your show. I had to jump off. I had to come back on. And my mother-in-law's not so.
Thank you, Ava. I definitely appreciate it. Much love to you.
Same here. You have a great rest of your show.
You too. You too. Author Didymus, how are you feeling?
I'm good. This is amazing.
First of all, you're doing remarkably well. Let me do the quick disclaimer. We are on the air from Nigeria. So dial 605-562-0444 or 717-734-6904. Press the show identification number 546-1150 #, or to you generational alpha omegas, whatever you want to call yourself. It is the hashtag #, then press 1 #. Also, then press *2 to talk to us live on the air. Brought to you from Ngozi Time Multimedia LLC. Whenever I get on the show, my big brother Dr. O and my other big brother Huni, I'm gonna start calling them Tom and Jerry. That's how they act.
No, wait. No. We're not doing that. I gotta bring on my man back from the grave, y'all, and he got chastised, y'all. Is this E. Davis on here?
Who were you imitating?
This is the proverbial Didymus. Is this him?
I ain't dealing. No, he's being simple.
This is the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. I don't like the people doing AI. AI is not of God. I tell you this evening, I'm going to bring back on Huni Baka too. The doctor has been doing a good job for more than 40 years in the wilderness.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The stuff that you've been talking about tonight has been very important, coming from the street to the pages. And I'm here to tell you tonight, the spirit of me, I love me some Ebony Dawn Stalk. I love me some Didymus. And I love me the man that's been called the Black Bastard, Dr. Huni Baka.
Wait a minute.
Where's my?
Wait a minute. He didn't just say that, did he?
He did. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with him.
I'm here to tell you this evening that we must come together with the literary world. I left this world in '68, and it seems like 2025 is still the same picture. And I applaud the girl that grew up on the hill with the candy. And then to that Dr. Hunibaka too. He ain't right. He ain't right. He's gonna be right when I get you.
Author, where's my author? Author Didymus. Do you hear this? This is what we do all the
Oh man. He said, what did he say? The guy that he ain't right.
but it's all love. It's all love.
When I get through with him, he's gonna be right. He's gonna be right. And I also want to say to my children, do not let these white folks put AI out there on the screen, because that's not me. That's never been me. Never been part of my movement.
All right, now, this is Malcolm X.
Oh gosh.
And the Plymouth Rock didn't fall on us. We actually fell on top of the Plymouth Rock. And before the night's over, we're going to rock to the party rock and get down with the planet rock of African Bambaataa.
I don't think that was that's not me. I'm looking back. I am the Mexican man, and that's not me. That is an AI. No. And I'll be on. We will wear you with another advancement. Thank you.
I love you too.
Y'all, it's crazy. I'm enjoying this. This is lightheartedness. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Author Didymus, let's talk about your next book.
The next level of the game.
Next level of the game. All right. So, without giving away any spoilers, of course, because we are still in production, what is this book about?
Okay.
Give me a brief synopsis.
I don't even remember.
Come on.
I think this book, I think, the mindset I was in when I wrote this book is similar to the two stories before it, and the next level of the game. I really want to show that it's because see, a consensus in street life is that we are where we gonna be. I don't feel that way individually, but I try not to speak just for me. But the overall consensus is we are where we gonna be.
Right.
And I want people I want guys to stop thinking it, especially you street guys, because when you hold their feet to the fire, they say, I'm doing what I know.
Right.
We allow we want to think that this what we do here is inherited. So we won't go much farther because we'll think that we doing what we supposed to be doing, and that ain't true. It's another level after this.
Right.
If this is the decision you made for whatever reason, whether you thrust in it, whether you got in it voluntarily, whether you was tricked or whatever the reason is for you to be in it, this ain't the end. This ain't the end. Don't just live it as though winning at this level you won. And that's what a lot of us think. We tend to think if a guy in Alabama with $20,000 in his pocket is a big deal, but a guy in California with $20,000 in his pocket is like probably everybody else standing next to him. I say that in street terms.
Right. No, I get it.
know.
I get it. The culture is different. The area
know,
is different. The cost of living is different.
Yeah. And so to know that you here in Alabama is one thing, and playing and land in California and not exist because everybody around you got that, you know, for you to realize that change can exist, I have to tell you that there's even a level over that too. They can go higher, even though they are already higher than you. They can go higher, which means you can go higher.
Right.
You know, Didymus, that was wonderful. That was what you just said was wonderful, and I think that if Dr. King was alive, he would give you an outstanding commercial. And nothing beats a jetpack for two when you have $50 per person and save $5. I hate that thing. AI every day. When I hear that, let's beat the jetpack for four. You know what I mean? So I just want to come on and tell you before, because I'm going to be able to talk to you after during the closing time. But I just want to tell you, man, that this has been a fun show. You've been, you see how we have fun. D. Davis allows us to have fun. D. Davis has a sixth sense of humor too. That's real funny, and then looks like she's serious, and everybody laughs in the room except her. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Is that right, D. Davis?
That's fact. I'll talk to you.
Not let me come back. You know how society is.
No, you're always welcome back. You're my brother from another mother. You're my friend from my friend of the pen, of course.
Yeah. You know, ain't many lanes for the street guys. We have to take what we can get. No, I'm just kidding.
Author Didymus, tell us tell us your website.
My website is all of them on Facebook is Calvin Fleming and Author Didymus, and Author Didymus is also my website, but it's in construction right now.
Okay.
All
right, we'll get that taken care of. But you are Author Didymus on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us on writersblockpublishingllc.com. On Instagram for any promos, any upcoming information on Author Didymus, because he has a new book coming out. It will be available soon. I do want to thank you for your time because you are actually Alabama time, so it's about 9 o'clock. Is it going on 10 o'clock your time, right?
Yep.
Yes, I want to thank you.
I'm actually standing outside my job.
Oh, you was at work?
Yeah, I supposed to be here. No, I just came to work. I was supposed to be here at 10, and I just got here. I'm standing outside.
All right, so we ain't gonna do CP time. We're gonna have you punch in. I want to thank you, Callie, because again, you are my friend of the pen, my brother from another mother. You've been rocking with me since 2004. Let me see, 5 years, 5 years. You have been consistent. You've been faithful. You have been tried and true. You've been a ride or die, and I'm beyond thankful for you. The Phoenix Lounge. We were talking about the tapping into that creative realm. We were talking to the renowned author, the first author that made Writer's Block Publishing LLC national. He's all the way in Alabama. Find him on our website at writersblockpublishingllc.com. Find us on our Instagram at Writers Block Publishing LLC, and of course Facebook, Writers Block Publishing LLC. Follow us on the Writing Room on Facebook. Author Didymus, his books are all available on Amazon. So click on the category books for the Street Conglomerate as well as Bossed Up to purchase your book. He is a beautiful author. His stories, listen, they take to the street, but they make you think. All right. Thank you so much, Author Didymus, for your time. And next we have Ngozi Time.
also known as E-Dave.
All right. This is the reason why you need to tap into the creative realm. Write your story, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, whatever the genre may be. Tell your story, because you never know how it can motivate, inspire, and help people with their life, just their life in general. Author Didymus wrote 2 amazing fiction stories about the street life and how you can move in the street on the business level. Okay. Are we encouraging gangster life and drug life? And no, we're not encouraging that, but we're telling you that if that is the path that you are on, shift it to the business realm where you can own the land, own the property, right? Just do it on a productive level. Don't limit yourself. All right, guys, have a great evening, and thank you for joining us tonight.